Welcome back to my channel, friends. We are doing another Pokopia build, and today is going to be a easy to recreate train station. This build is on the more simple side in terms of the actual structure, but the overall landscape definitely makes up for it because we have incorporated different types of land bridges and tunnels and lots of different landscape. One thing I want to mention in case you are new here, yes, I am aware of the mouse function and also building abilities to make building just in general in this game a lot easier. I'm working on getting these abilities soon, but trying to take my time with the story just because you only get a first look gameplay once, and I just want to soak up every moment of this so I don't get burnt out and I can enjoy the whole entire process. So I figured doing like these starter and beginner builds would not only be a fun way to kind of document how these changes improve our building in general, but also in case you were like me and wanting to get organized and have a little bit of decorating while you progress your story. Another thing I wanted to mention is you will definitely see me going back and forth through different areas of the build as we progress it. This is just how my brain works. I do not like to stay in one spot in structure for long. I'm a very visual person, so sometimes going away from the build to kind of see how it's looking kind of helps me determine what I'm going to do next with it. So sometimes jumping around through my build, looking at it from different angles just helps me figure out what we're going to do next with it. But anyways, as you can see, we have been prepping out some landscape over here, and this is going to be actually where part of my train station starts. I really wanted to use the warning wall somehow in this build, but I just wasn't liking how it looked. So I think I'll save it for a future construction site build instead. So I think my approach is actually just going to be going more simple and using the gravel tile that I found from the rocky ridge instead. And I've had a lot of people asking me too, and I figured I would mention as we prep these areas out, all of these blocks are from me literally deconstructing the towns and demolishing buildings on the Driftloon Islands. The recipes can spawn in your Pokemon Center and also in the world, and it's completely random, so sometimes good recipes show up for me and sometimes they don't. But I'm planning to redo basically every map on the game, so this is why I am demolishing everything. It is a personal preference. If you don't want to do this, you will have to wait for the recipes to show up. But now that I got the gravel placed, we're going to go ahead and remove 2 blocks of terraform and expand this as needed for my main road pathways. I know that this isn't everybody's favorite block, but I really do love the red brick pathway. I just think it gives such a town core sort of look. So if you prefer a more neutral one, you can definitely swap this. This is just what I prefer. And then next, I'm going to map out where I place my train tracks as well. So for this next step of the build, I was originally going to do 2 rows of train tracks next to each other, but I was not aware that they would naturally just connect to each other. So it was making like this really small circular kind of shape, and I did not want that for this build. So I ended up actually placing the tracks 1 tile further below. And now we're going to go ahead and expand the gravel out so we can do another set so it doesn't connect to each other. The reason why I'm spacing these out is because I want to do a train tunnel that goes into the mountains on the right side, and then on the left side we're going to have a land bridge that we create with more tunnels. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just fill all this in, maybe add a couple of decorations occasionally, and I'll see y'all when we start on the actual building and the bridges. That way y'all know the exact dimensions for it. Okay, so I have some of the gravel prepped out for more train tracks, and I plan to expand on this in a little bit, but I do want to go ahead and get started on the actual station building. I'm going to set the building on some terraform. That way I can do a really cool station like awning spot below it. A lot of train stations have like these cozy covered sitting areas outside, so I want to kind of add that into this build. I was considering on doing another sitting spot like this in the middle of the train tracks, but I thought it would be too cluttered, so I decided to go with this route instead. But our building is going to be roughly 5 tiles high from the ground. This includes the base terraform and also the trim that we're about to add. I am making a makeshift staircase to kind of get up here. I do know that there is a decorating ability in the future to make this much easier, but for now we're going to go with this option. And I'm also going to be making it about 10 or 11 tiles long. I may add and expand on the dimension a little bit later into the build, but I just want to get the front structure kind of prepped out. That way we can create our sitting area. And as mentioned earlier, all these brick tiles that I'm using, I have found on either dream islands or I have deconstructed buildings on the beach map. This is just what I'm doing for now until I get the recipes. But if you don't want to go tear down a bunch of buildings, I completely understand. So if you want to use maybe a neutral gray brick, I think that this would look just as nice with the build. But after we get the base done, then I'll probably do some decorating and get started on our land bridge and also the tunnel. So like I mentioned earlier, I will be kind of all over the place today because I like to build in sections and in different spots. Again, this just helps me visualize how I want my builds to look. I do it in every single game that I play in. So you will get to see the train station get completely finished. I just want to work on the other spots first before I expand on it. But I hope that today's speed build brings y'all some much needed inspiration. I'm going to go ahead and get the build finished up, and I'll see you at the end of the video for a walkthrough. So this was it for today's video. I had so much fun creating it, and of course, I hope it brought you some much needed inspiration. We will definitely expand on this idea in the future. I just need to grind some resources first, so in the meantime, we will be continuing doing little small build ideas like this today. So whether you're a new player or someone playing slow like me, or maybe in the post game, I hope that everything today really did bring you some inspiration, and thank you so much again for watching. As we near the end of today's video, I also wanted to give a huge thank you to my Coffee and Throne supporters as well as my channel members. Thank y'all so much again for making content like this possible on my channel. The support really does mean the world to me. And lastly, if you're new to my channel, welcome over. I post videos every single week, so consider subscribing for more content like this in the future. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a horrible day and see you soon.